She shy, but she just might twerk a little bit. If you throw on it, she fly out safe with her friends and shit. So you can say your shit. Got a good heart behind some real estate.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to give you guys like a little Sunday message. Yeah, I was on Facebook or Instagram this morning, and I found this quote that I just fell in love with, because in my last video I mentioned like everybody should heal and stuff like that. So I kind of want to get into like more details on why it's important to heal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm about to pull up this quote that I found. Heal so you don't ever have to give a sarcastic tone to uplifting messages. Heal so you never have to make anyone else the object of your own frustration. Heal so when someone tells you they love you, you may allow yourself to believe them. I've been the person that wasn't healed. Somebody else caught the backlash of it without me realizing it. And then I've been the victim where I've caught the backlash of what somebody else is going through. Both positions does not feel well, and I'm about to tell y'all why. So when it says heal so you don't ever have to give a sarcastic tone to uplifting messages, I've ran across people that I can tell that they're grieving something. I could just tell that they just needed some type of spiritual guidance. And me being the type of person that I am, I will always talk about God. I will always try to direct them to God. Y'all excuse me if my voice is a little crackling. It's currently 6:17 in the morning, y'all. But anyways, yeah, like whenever I would offer to pray for them, or whenever I would send them like uplifting messages, you know, to their phone, like a positive quote about how God will never leave you or forsake you, it's like they would kind of give that yeah right, or roll their eyes at it, and that's easy for you to say. So in my own opinion, y'all may have a different opinion about what the first sentence meant. But when somebody can tell that you're going through something in your life, whether it's current or you're still dealing with issues from the past, like the last thing you want to do is just blow them off. Like that person, first of all, anybody that take time out their day in this day and time, in this crazy world, like nobody have to sit there and, you know, uplift you and give you positive messages. Nobody have to do that. So just be thankful that there are still people around that is willing to be patient with you and take the time to guide you and, you know, help you. Like a lot of people, they don't care what you're going through, and half the time people, they act like they care just to get information from you, to check up on you, to see if you succeeded in life yet. They want to know if you're still a failure in their eyes. Not saying that you're a failure, but in their eyes, they want to see, oh, have him or her passed me up yet? Oh, they still having issues with their baby daddy. Oh, they still job hopping. Oh, they still ain't found a house. They still sleeping on their mama couch. When you find somebody that's genuine enough to want to pray for you and want to see you do better and want to help you heal, don't shut them out. The next sentence said, heal so you never have to make anyone else the object of your own frustration. Now, I'm going to start with me on, like, in the past. I want to say it was about 2 years ago when I was going through a major lawsuit. I was going through my second divorce. I was living at somebody else's house. Still had to be a mother. I wasn't working, so I was very frustrated. So people would randomly pop up in my life, whether it was like an older woman, older man. They'll try to give me like wisdom, you know. They'll try to basically tell me things that I didn't want to hear at that moment, because I was just so aggravated and frustrated with life. Didn't understand why I was going through a divorce twice. Didn't understand, you know, why it's taking so long for me to win this lawsuit. It was just so much going on in my head where I was like really hurting. I was really frustrated. And what I did was I lashed out on those people. I had so much pressure build up. I had so much animosity build up to where it's just, I would shut people out. They would tell me like, you know, Erica, you're gonna miss a blessing by doing this, and I still didn't want to hear it. But it wasn't that I didn't want to hear it. It's just I couldn't recognize that I was hurting, that I needed healing. So it came off as me being defensive, it came off as, oh, y'all ain't gotta tell me nothing. I already know what I'm doing. Y'all ain't trying to help my situation anyways. Y'all making it worse. So it came off that way because I couldn't recognize where the frustration was coming from. So guess what happened? It made the frustration even worse because I couldn't recognize it. Okay, now I've also been the victim of somebody else's frustration, and it's very frustrating being on the other end of somebody else's frustration because you're basically, you can recognize that this person needs healing. You can tell that they're grieving, whether it's a loss from a family member, whether it's their current living situation, a job that they're on, and not being able to see their kids. Y'all know all the crazy scenarios that different people go through. It could be a marriage. So it's like you recognize that this person needs healing, but they don't. And then you're trying to tell them that they need to heal, and I don't need to heal. I'm over this situation. It doesn't bother me anymore. But see, what happens a lot of times is we put the hurt way in the back of our minds because we don't want to keep reliving it. We don't want to think about it. We shove it so far back to where it's like you're suppressing the memories. It's like it's there, but you don't go through your day thinking about it. The grieving process is necessary. It is. If you haven't cried over that loss, you need to. If you haven't went to counseling, you need to. Those are things that you do to heal. You cry. You accept it. You go to counseling. You work out. You eat the right foods. You read the right books on healing and self-love and self-care. Those are things that you do to heal yourself. You talk to somebody that's been in a similar situation. You ask them how they got through it, how God pulled them through. Most importantly, you pray. Matter of fact, that's the first thing you do. Sorry, Lord, for not mentioning that sooner. But that's the first thing that you do is you want to fall to your knees and you want to cry to God. And you want to ask God to heal you. He will mend your broken heart. He will mend your broken spirit. That loss that you're grieving, whatever the loss may be, he has the power to put it back together. And lastly, this quote says, and this is a very important one, it says, heal. So when someone tells you they love you, you may allow yourself to believe them. Imagine being married to somebody for years and years and years, and it doesn't work out for whatever reason, and y'all divorce. What happens is you end up being bitter. You may think that you're not bitter. Anytime you're hesitant or have doubts about somebody that haven't really given you a reason to doubt any situation at all, anytime you find yourself doubting, anytime you feel uneasy about something, it's either one or two things. It's the spirit of discernment, which we both, we all need to thank God for. It could just be you're not healed. So, you're not ready for love. Until you fully heal, you're not going to be ready for love anyways. The thing is, we've all been disappointed. We've all been hurt. But you cannot hold somebody else accountable for something that somebody else have done to you in the past. It's not fair. It's not fair. And what happens is a person that's unhealed run into a person that is healed. They push them away. And then the person that is healed don't want to have anything to do with them because it's like, I've done my healing process. I shouldn't have to deal with your frustration because you don't know how to walk through certain phases in your life. Then you may run into somebody that's willing to hold your hand, baby you, and wait for you to heal. But healing, honestly, is something that you are going to have to do on your own. I can tell you things that I've done to heal. Basically, I seek God. I hired a mentor. I hired a life coach. I done all these things, and like I said in my last video, I've managed to get over the big hurdles. It's the small things that still kind of have me kind of messed up. But I would rather take the small things any day, because you can work on small things. They can change overnight. But it's the big things, like when I lost my father when I was 11, I didn't realize how much, that affected me, but it did. I didn't realize that until my second divorce, because I didn't go to counseling in my first marriage. I didn't go until after all that happened in my second marriage. So I found out a lot of stuff about me. I found out the reason why when I'm with a man and he doesn't protect me, I instantly shut them out. It's because when I was molested when I was little, my mom told me I was lying. So, you know, she's the first person that I'm supposed to basically, you know, trust. And since that trust was kind of here or there, you know, I grew up to resent people that I felt like wouldn't protect me. But I kind of missed the fact that man can't do no more than God allow, for one, but two, God is all the protection that we need. So anyways, I hope I was very like plain and clear with this video. It's 6 in the morning. I'm very tired, very tired. So I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed Sunday. Continue to pray for me. I will continue to pray for y'all. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for all the positive emails and the DMs. I really appreciate it. My Facebook is deactivated at the moment because for some reason there's been a lot of people calling me on Messenger, and it's kind of annoying. So yeah, I just deactivated my Facebook for the time being. So yeah, if there's nothing else, that's all I have for you guys. Stay encouraged, you know. If you need healing, don't forget to heal. Do whatever it is that you have to do to heal. If you have to leave somebody to heal, if you have to distance yourself from somebody to heal, basically so you won't hurt them or you won't end up hurting because of them. But yeah, if there's nothing else, consider yourself loved by me, which is Erica. I wish nothing but blessings upon each of you, and stay tuned to my next video. Peace.